same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't, they ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, feed you water on the chain. Get no love where I ain't from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
Victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, ice on my neck like a little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hate it knowing I'm. But get my chest to liquor. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many.
Last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Left, 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 left. Here we go now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Butker now to kick this one away. Good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Goes to Ware on the screen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them in bed. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. He's picked off at his own 46. Looking for Woods that time.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A play fake to Gurley, now gone. Going up top for Kupp, and got his man complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there, Goff to Kupp, 59 yards.
Merlin! Super one.
From the red zone now, Goff being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On first down, Mahomes. And they're going deep for Hill, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And bulldozing his way through. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Mahomes now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. McConnelly's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Let's work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Goff on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with Williams. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 30. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 43 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Listen.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D. Ford. He's the one to get him. and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic. Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened. You think that factored in? I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's a quick strike out to Watkins. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance. I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard. And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Hill. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up, because he's helped them out. Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. And Butker able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And an alley to run. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. 20, 10, 5.
All right, let's give credit. Where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And now running right through it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll go as a loss of 5. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Goes to Ware on the screen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Sam Shields, the one that got him down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he's a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. back right around the 48-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Watkins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mixed with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need to pad the walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Mama watching television, telling me avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion, text some prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, busted yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body, say the man got me on. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me?
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Black 58 rail.
Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Well, you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. He sets to fire deep. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyree Tyreek Hill, 93 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Super 66. Merlin. Dula.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Goff on 1st down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Gone into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll get him down up past the 15. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 50 yards. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mahomes now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now it's Mahomes again. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. That's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now Mannion with his first toss since coming in. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
Missed.
It will not go down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 38 there on third down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 3rd and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Mannion. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl corner, Marcus Peters, there to make the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. A quick hitter complete. It's Hill. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's Mannion. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Now, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Spinning past him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the kick by Butker is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, They were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's going to loft one, and this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 74 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 20 of the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the toss, it's Gurley. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he rifles one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zerline to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zerline's kick is good. And this game is tied again here in the 3rd. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 on the last play, 19 more here at another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And Hill with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, attacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Butker able to put this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing is Mannion. And incomplete on the deep ball. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
Patriot! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Rams on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line.
Back to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We talked early on about this defense needing to hold him under 100 yards. He's had a few good runs, but he is under 100, and maybe not coincidentally, they're trailing here in the fourth.
But sometimes the best plans actually do get executed, and so far they're on their game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense.
And there he goes again. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They run again with Ware. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On the run, it's Ware. Given 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And the kick by Butker is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet them a buying, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way it been made it, the is mad. And in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Vans in my denim. in my denim, she was trying to for a dog. She don't give a she was in her bag. Fendi and some lane hags for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, my. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, Flow Joe, kill mo, one keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm calling the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zit the back that like a popo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe.